Let's continue our discussion about school security now. We've been turning to security expert Sam Rosenberg, who owns a local company called Impacts.
All right, so Sam joins us again. And Sam, the district did a lot of things right in the aftermath of the attack. I have one question for you, though. How about pulling the fire alarm? The kid who pulled the fire alarm, smart idea, bad idea? What do you think?
You know, it's one of those situations where the experts in the field who are there on scene have said that it was an exceptionally good step, that it saved lives. I'm not by any means going to argue with that assessment. I will say that, strictly speaking, pulling a fire alarm in a critical incident like this sometimes is not the best move, only because it can add to the chaos and impede the emergency responders finding the incident location. So, you know, I would say for schools that are looking at that, be very careful in implementing that type of policy just indiscriminately. It has to be considered very carefully on a case-by-case and campus-by-campus basis.
Yeah, and in a split second, sure, yeah.
But overall, as you look back at what they did, now you've had a day to reflect on it, how would you gauge or grade their response to all this?
The same as I have from the beginning. I think the response has been exemplary. I'm so impressed with the emergency response teams, the EMS teams. You know, I was right outside the school on my way to another school while this was going down, and I saw the emergency services coming both ways, ambulances leaving the scene, you know, with casualties inside. It was gut-wrenching for me, even someone who studies violence and you know, owns a firm that is actively involved nationally in helping to prevent this sort of thing. And I'll tell you, they did an exceptional job. And from my standpoint, the real thing, we really have to look at the folks who stepped up and tackled this kid, the heroes that were involved, the one young man who was an EMT in the school who ran out, got his bag, and came back and saved something like 14 people. You know, I always have a saying that we talk about, that courage is as contagious as fear. And this is a perfect example where, when everybody's panicking, a few people who retain the presence of mind to take action, other people will join in, and they brought a swift conclusion to this situation. Most people don't realize how fast you can do damage with a weapon like a knife or a firearm, in an incredible way.
All right, Sam, you're the expert. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. Sam Rosenberg, Impacts, a security expert, joining us tonight.
Courage is just as contagious as fear. That's the takeaway for me tonight.
Let's all remember that.